Welcome in to the Cam and Strick Podcast, episode number 75.
Damn, 75, man. Holy shit.
So I'm getting ready for the show. I'm doing my crack research. I mean, I'm up since, I don't know what time you woke up today.
You say crack research? What's that mean?
Like you're cracking down.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're trying hard to,
right.
gather as much information as possible.
Yeah.
Because we did an interview today that's off the charts. Off the hizzy.
Yeah.
We'll drop that here in a couple of weeks, man. That's going to be
surprising.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But
I did on Twitter today.
I know you did. That's
fine.
Okay. So Cam calls me. He asked me, can you bring me a snack?
Yeah.
Can you bring me a snack? I'm hungry. I don't want to stop. Can you, something maybe your kids eat? Can you bring me a snack?
Yeah.
I go, what do you?
Yeah.
And I was going to. I said, what do you want? You're like, never mind. I'll stop on my own.
Yeah.
What did you want?
Yeah.
A Capri Sun?
Yeah.
You want a Yogi?
The reason why I asked for you to bring me a snack is because you're at home and I'm doing my radio show, which I have every fucking
From home.
day. I got my radio show every
From
fucking day, and then I fly over here as fast as I can, and I'm hungry. I don't like to eat before my radio show that much. Why? It's just like not eating before a game. My legs get worn out. My brain's not there. I eat in the morning. And then when my show comes, I'm fresh. Like, go get it, Cam. Go grab the day. And then afterwards, I'm like, fuck, I'm starving. But I can't stop because we got big boys coming on. Then I'm scrambling to get the fuck up here. Then I'm sweating bad. So fuck you.
What you want?
Give me a fucking snack pack from your kids. What the fuck?
You want some gummy bears?
I got fucking Lunchables. I just stopped by QT and get Lunchables. Bring me a goddamn snack pack. Fuck's sakes.
So I was looking through. I'm like, what can I bring Cam?
Anything.
For a snack.
Grab some gummy bears, for fuck's sakes. Scrambling to get out here. Dude, I live in Eureka.
You do your radio show from home.
Yeah, dick.
Bring a snack.
I don't... Yeah, maybe I could have done that.
Do you go to the grocery store or you have it delivered?
No, I get delivered.
Do you?
Yeah.
They ever mess up your order?
Yeah.
They do every time.
Nah, they do great.
Every
with me,
time.
Man. Nah, they don't fuck with me. They're great people. We tip them out great. That's what we do. I tip people out, Andy.
Are you a big tipper?
Oh, my God.
What's your philosophy on tipping?
My philosophy on tipping is I'm going to take care of somebody that takes care of me. And I know, they're working, they're grinding, and I'm sometimes a pain in the ass, although I treat everybody great, but I'm like, I need another beer. I need to get, just always have something in front of me. So they work their ass off with me, and I fucking hook them up. Mm-hmm. They grind it all day. I take care. You know what else happens with that? They like you. They're like, fucking Cameron tips out. He's not cheap. A lot of guys are fucking cheap. Oh, God, does that suck.
Yeah.
I tip people out, man. I take care of people. That's what I do.
Okay,
Even if
man.
Kate gets mad at me when I tip a little too much. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good habit to have. Mm-hmm. You got to take care of people. Yeah. I'm a big tipper, too.
Absolutely.
I'm a big tipper.
It comes back, man. It comes back to you.
So we tip our grocery girl who comes by and delivers, although I'm not afraid to go to the grocery store, man. I go there all the time. I go there all the time.
I love it.
So I do like it.
I love it.
You like old people? Like that's like what they love the most. They love to go to the grogrocery store.
I like to take my time.
Event.
No. I look on a Sunday or I get done with my show and I got nothing else to do. No podcast today. I'm like, okay, let's go to Schnucks. Let's go to Corner. I'm gonna pick out what I want to barbecue today. I'm gonna take my time. It always smells good in there.
Yeah.
No one with a mask on. No one sees you much. Put your hat down. Like you just cruise in and cruise out. It's the nicest thing in the world.
I know. So normally I would go on Sunday, but last Sunday I went down to the lake, so I didn't go to the
pond,
to the grocery store.
Quit calling it a lake.
It is a lake.
Andy, if you could walk from one side to the other and not be underwater, that's a pond.
I don't think that's
Idiot
true.
Boy.
Yes,
it is.
In fact, I told my kids.
Can you put a boat on it?
You got. Oh yeah.
No, you can't.
Oh, 100%.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Dude, there were
God
boats. There were boats on the lake.
No, there wasn't.
Kayaks and stuff.
Kayaks on a boat. Fuck, are you dumb for being smart? Holy. Sometimes I'm like, what? We're partners? You know what the fuck a kayak and a boat is?
I read this the other day. You know what the greatest thing about having a boat is? You know what I read this?
What?
The best part about having a boat is the day you buy it and the day you sell it. The day you sell your boat is the best day with your boat.
Then don't get one. Don't get one.
So
and I'm not going to. No, motherfucker. No.
So I don't know where you're coming from.
Go sit on your fucking pond and drink algae out of the fucking water like a nerd. I'm not going to invite you on my fucking boat anymore where I'm jamming out in the fucking cove, hanging out, listening to Pink Floyd, get my mind right. No, that's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, boats are a pain in the ass when you got to put some money down in them, but you're investing in your personal like liveliness, right? Like it puts a smile on my face when I'm jamming out, going 60 miles an hour. The sun's coming down. You're on the water. Get on with yourself. That's a boat, Andy. It's an investment into happiness.
But it sounds like there's a lot of maintenance with the boat. They're expensive to upkeep. And the best
sometimes they are.
The best feeling
they hold their value.
About having a boat is the day you sell the boat.
They hold their value. And get another one.
Yeah.
The day you sell your boat and get a bigger one. That's a fun day. When you sell your boat and you don't have anything else, what are you doing, Andy? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to hockey practice at Kirkwood at 6:30 in the morning. Have fun.
The option
have fun with that.
Between getting the boat you want and moving to a new house right now,
no, I'm getting my mansion first, baby.
Mansion.
The mansion comes first. No,
now,
I'm dead serious.
What do you consider a mansion? How big are you looking for?
Well, for us, like I've had my little house since I was 18, next to my parents. 19 years old. 18, whatever. Fuck 19. Sorry, I was still in high school. I think I flunked a couple classes, so whatever. I got that, but now I can't. Kate, I'll give you an example. Oh God. Kate Vac, her mom and dad are over there every fucking day, fixing stuff, like just those little tic-tacky things. I'm trying to get my notes down. Kate's got to clean the house, whatever. She comes in one room, she vacuums, like, okay, I'm going to go in another room. She comes in the other room, vacuums, okay, I'm going to go back in the room that she vacuums. Then she comes back in that room that I was already in. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I can't hide when my wife cleans the damn house. I can't go find my little bungalow and hide and lock the door and be like, get out of here, I'll clean this myself. This is not big enough. I need a big house. I want a big yard. I want my dogs to play. I want Easter egg hunts coming over. I want to be the Easter fucking bunny. I want to be Santa Claus at the house. I want all the fucking holidays at my house.
He said that to me the other day. I said, so what are you looking for? You're like, I want a yard.
Yes.
I want a yard. I want to have Easter egg hunts.
Yes, like I did when I was a kid. No. I don't have kids.
I mean, you don't even like kids.
I don't.
Now you want to have kids over for Easter egg hunts.
I could still entertain.
Of all the things to say.
Because I could hide now. I can't hide in my house right now. You got people over. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like claustrophobic. Like, get me out of here. I go next door to my parents' house and hide for like 40 minutes at a time. Then I cruise back over. Where were you? Oh, nowhere. Just on the phone. That's what I do. Now with the new house, I can be able to hide. But then the kids can come over. My nieces, my nephews come over. I'm gonna be the Easter egg bunny. I'm gonna hide all the Easter eggs. You're gonna come out just like I did when I was a kid in my yard. And then after a couple hours, I can go hide in my little bungalow, and no one even knows I'm there. That's what I do.
Lots of NHL news happening right now. Like, we're not even done with the Stanley Cup final, let alone the Eastern Conference final.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on, man.
Players are getting traded, coaches being hired, general managers being hired.
Yeah. How about the Stoll trade? 2 older guys, like, back and forth. What the fuck does that mean?
How could Jarret Stoll, and this is not a slight on Buffalo, I guess it kind of is, but I'm from Buffalo originally. My whole family's from there. Went there my entire life.
Great city.
All my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. My parents grew up in Buffalo. So Buffalo is very close and near and dear to me. But this guy's a veteran player. Obviously can kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. I'm surprised he didn't have a full no trade, but he had a no trade where he had a list of 10 teams he wouldn't accept a trade to, and
Buffalo was one of them.
He didn't put Buffalo on his list.
So it's like, usually when you do a trade like that, it's like, okay, you're
going to Buffalo ran Patrick Berglund out of the league. He was like, he's like, get me back to Sweden now.
It's getting a lot of people out of the league, man. I'm telling you that right now. But it's like, usually with these trades, it's like, okay, you got 2 wily veterans getting traded for each other, older guys. So it's like, okay, they're both slowing down. What's the future? We don't know. But is there a fucking draft pick in it? No. Is there money, like a big differential of money? No. Then what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Is it a change of scenery? Did Jarret Stoll say, give me the fuck out of Minnesota? I want to go to lovely Buffalo? Is that the case? I don't get it. Yeah. I just don't get it. Just like I don't get a lot of things that are going on right now, man, in the NHL.
Well, Billy Guerin's looking to make some significant moves. And
he's going to do another one here.
Oh, we'll see what happens with Matt Dumba. He's the next that's rumored to go. But whenever you're looking to kind of turn over the roster and you become general manager and you know you're good, but you're not good enough, the last thing you want to do, I talked to somebody about this the other day. You look at the Arizona Coyotes, kind of where they're at right now as a franchise. And, Billy Armstrong, man, know him very well, wish him the best of luck. We'll talk about that, who takes over as GM. But, all those years when they had Gretzky as coach, and, like, the worst thing you want to do, if you're going to miss the playoffs, you don't want to miss by a couple of points.
No.
Okay?
No.
And finish 9th, 10th, 11th.
It's like the Blues did 2 years ago.
If you want to be bad, you got to be bad. So you can get your hands on the Crosbys and the Ovechkins and the McDavids. Well, pick high in the draft, get the number 1 overall pick, whatever.
Have a chance to. Yeah.
So if you're going to be bad, you got to be bad. And I think a lot of people who take over, especially if they're given some commitment from ownership, if they're given a long-term deal, and that's what you have to sell when you're interviewing. Like, if you're Bill Armstrong, you got to say, hey, man, here's my plan. This is a 5-year plan. It's going to take time to truly rebuild this franchise and make it competitive again. I know we don't have a lot of draft picks this year, but, I can trade this guy. I can trade Darcy Kemper, get a draft pick, get a nice prospect. Figure out what you're going to do with some other guys. Michael Grabner's a guy who they can move next year at the trade deadline. Demers, you can move. You can get some draft picks there. Who knows what happens with Clayton Keller, Phil Kessel, all these guys.
Yeah, and then the rink too. Like, are you building a new rink? Like, that's a big issue.
I know. But you know what? He was assured by ownership that they are going to build a new rink there.
Something has to happen, Andy. We've talked about this, especially with like Florida and Arizona. It's like, it's always you two. Why is it always you two? Why has everybody else figured this out? For the most part. I mean, pretty much everybody else has kind of figured this out. Everybody goes through different spurts. Don't get me wrong, the Blues, Anaheim, everybody has. But for the most part, like, Arizona and Florida have been just fucking stagnant, a motherfucker.
But Billy Armstrong, like, he's a hot name right now, obviously, because the Blues have had success. And, he's had a big part of that, drafting all these players. 53% of the roster that the Blues won the Stanley Cup with were players drafted by Billy Armstrong and his staff. It's not just him, but obviously, when you're the head guy, you're going to get a lot of the credit. So other teams want to get their hands on that guy. But, he impressed Florida an awful lot. In fact, this is interesting, Ken. I haven't heard too much of this ever. But apparently, from what I hear, the Florida Panthers actually called the Arizona Coyotes and said, hey, man, we were so impressed with Billy Armstrong that if you're going to hire another GM, look at this guy.
I would have done the opposite. I would have fucking interviewed some dipshit and be like, oh my God, he was great. Arizona, this guy is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Don't worry about he's a fucking alky or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Great, grab him,
But you know what? People ask, and it's an understandable question. Like, I don't fully disagree with the question at all. It makes sense. People say, man, why, when you know you're going to have other options, why go there? Why take over that team? Why do that? But you know what? When you've been grinding it out, Cam, for years, and you're going to...
Somebody said that about Billy Armstrong taking over GM job of Arizona.
Why would he take that job?
Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Hey, listen. Let me just say this, though. When you've been grinding it out as long as he has, there's only so many jobs that are out there.
Yeah, no shit.
And they're going to pay you over $1 million a year and give you a 5-year deal to live
Arizona,
in Scottsdale.
Nah, fuck on.
Sign me up.
Oh, I got to live in Scottsdale. Oh, I got to look over the mountains and golf all day.
We might lose.
Oh, no. Although, you know what, like, both you teams, and I'm not saying, when I say why have they been so stagnant, I meant like fan base stagnant, right? Like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
A lot of it has to do with where they're located.
I don't give a shit.
And it's Arizona.
I don't give a shit. Figure it out.
The league should have found a way to get Austin Matthews there.
Oh, no shit.
Come on now.
So, exactly. You're doing okay. But like, if you could do it over, would you pick fucking Arizona and would you pick Fort Lauderdale, Florida? If you could go over with the expansion drafts and pick different cities, would you pick those two?
Well,
I think not.
Arizona, for whatever
I think it would take your chance in Houston and Quebec again or something.
I went to college in Arizona, okay?
Yeah, we all know.
Flagstaff, Arizona, beautiful 7,000 elevation, one of the most beautiful spots
You didn't wheel anything
ever.
there, by the way.
Oh, you don't know. I had a puppy named Freedom.
Oh, that's cool.
And girls would always come up,
that's what you do.
Smell your dog?
Yes,
does your dog
you can smell me
does
too.
Does your dog have puppy breath?
Can I smell
like,
you?
What? Yeah, see, that's
Let
how
me
you
smell
do
your
it.
hair.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I know.
Walk around with that dog all the time.
Mm-hmm. And then they're like, then you want to hang out with them, like, oh, you didn't bring the dog?
But we used to go down to games down in Phoenix, man, and it was Roenick and Kachuk and Craig Adams and all those guys. And
was it packed in there?
Packed the house. Terrible place to watch a game in America West Arena.
Yeah.
Did you ever play there, or did you play in the newer buildings?
I believe I just played in the newer. I mean, I played in 05 down there. Is that the newer one?
No, it would have been a newer building by then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they would have been out of downtown.
Yep.
But like there were areas like you never knew like which section you're going to sit in. Like there are sections in that arena where you literally can't see the game.
Just
can't
like
see the ice.
Just
like the
Brooklyn.
Islanders.
Yeah, fucking joke.
I mean, it was terrible.
That's a stupid fuck rink. You go to when you go to Brooklyn, right? You go into you take your bus in there and it goes into an elevator and you're like, okay, let's go. And you go down the elevator and you finally get out and you're in like a basketball locker room, and like guys are just crammed in there. It's like this is a brand new facility. And the away locker room is like everybody's like people are sitting in chairs.
Yeah,
that's like unacceptable.
But you know what I mean, though. You could just they had the whiteout. I mean, they were making the playoffs.
They were doing it.
They had Craig Janney, man. They had a bunch of good players.
They were loud. They had some talent. But again, like as far as the fan base is concerned, and escrow and things like that, and like when you're a player and you're like, come on, Florida, like how about you promote your fucking players, or can you get more than 10,000 in there?
I think the Arizona job I think Arizona's a better hockey market than Sunrise, Florida, where they are. I mean, they're both the buildings are in bad locations.
Bad, terrible.
Both
man.
of them are.
Like, you can't get fuck, man.
But I feel like if Arizona became really good, like a contender, they would pack the house quicker than Florida would if Florida became good.
It's like okay, you want to go to the game? Like, you're asking for a D-dub. You know, like as a fan, like you fuck. You're like, oh, I got to drive
the
fuck out there.
It's too expensive to Uber.
I got to drive the fuck out there because you get my.
What are you gonna pay $80 to Uber each way?
Am I gonna get a limo and sit in the 300s?
Seriously,
no.
What is the game on TV? Yeah, I'll watch it on television.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, is it down there? I don't even know.
Yeah, no, it is.
They might have fucking, who knows what they got going on.
But I mean, guys who play in Arizona, like, dude, no one knows who we are. Wouldn't you want to get recognized a little
bit?
You.
Okay, again,
don't act like that's cool that nobody knows you.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool. I don't get recognized. No, actually, that's fucking embarrassing. You're a professional athlete. You're a fucking big dog. The reason why you did what you did is like because you want to be popular and fucking be the man. And now no one recognizes you when you go to fucking Walmart. Like, yeah, it gets annoying, but it makes you fucking feel good too. No one knows who you are. Yeah. You're making $10 million a year, and you're in a fucking.
When somebody says, "Hey, great game last night."
Like fuck Cam, you were great last night. Well, actually, I wasn't because I had 2 penalties and I didn't play the rest of the game. But thank you for that. Like you don't want that. Like fuck that, man. Actually, you know, it ups your value. Mm-hmm. People don't know you in Arizona. I want to be recognized. Yeah. Fuck that, man. It's great. No one talks to me. Well, how about you stop being antisocial and pump the game up? I want you to fucking be recognized to help the game.
All right, Jim Montgomery.
Good Lord.
The Blues hired Jim Montgomery, 2-year deal, assistant coach. I mean, just 2 years ago, Cam, this guy was like the hottest commodity out there. For a head coach that wasn't working in the National Hockey League. When he was at Denver University and you know, having competitive teams year after year, they won a national championship, had a bunch of players that he moved on to the NHL. And listen, it didn't work out for him in Dallas, but this is a pretty good situation if it works out the way that we think it will be for the Blues to get a guy of his experience, of his knowledge, to come work with Craig Berube. Man, this is only a positive for the Blues the way I look at it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And Monty was skating with us. We had the skating with the Blues alumni. Andy, you get invited after once in a while when I invite you. But
I was good last night.
You're okay. But Monty's been coming out.
I went bar down.
No, you didn't. But I went. Monty has been hanging with us and hanging out, and just a great guy, and been around the locker room and just been in St. Louis because of his wife and things like that. And all of a sudden we're like, fuck. He's got a job. Funny how that works, eh? Mm-hmm. Funny how that works when you show your face around. Yeah. You do your shit.
Coaching youth hockey teams, coaching his kids.
Coaching his kid.
I mean,
fucking A.
I can tell this story now. You know, we're in the Blues alumni room a few weeks ago, and we're all, you know, talking. And listen, I've known Monty for a long time, man. I've always been a super big fan of his. So talented, okay, in terms of his knowledge for the game. But you knew he was going through a hard time. And, you know, he's getting his skates on. Barrett Jackman's in there. They're both coaching the same team. They're both their kids around the team. And the Dallas Stars are playing on the television inside the room. Yep. And I'm thinking, man, I wonder what's going on through his mind right now. He seems like to be in a great place, but how difficult must it be that here we are watching the Dallas Stars play in the playoffs, and the guy to my right, 5 feet from me, who I'm talking to, was coaching that team behind the bench.
And built it, kind of.
That's his team.
Yeah.
He was behind the bench just a few short months ago. Now, he is the first to admit that the reason why he's not there is on him. It's nobody else's fault.
Totally.
It's on him. But you have to wonder, if you're him, when will I get another chance? Will I ever get another chance? And here he does. He moves back to St. Louis. His wife is from St. Louis, like you mentioned. And an opening comes up with the Blues coaching staff because Mark Savard said he wanted to go back with his family, which I totally get to. His family's in Toronto. He's got kids. And now there's an opening, and you got a guy who was a head coach a few months ago who's 9 months sober, has his life on the right track.
Second chances, Andy.
Yes, and I'll get Doug Armstrong a lot of credit,
and
man,
Tom
because
Stillman.
And Tom Stillman
fucking
for sure.
Tom Stillman, dude.
For sure, and Craig Berube.
Yes.
That three-headed monster right there. They were like, "Hey, we recognize talent, and we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt."
It's a lot of knowledge, man. And we did talk about this today a little bit, Andy, though. Like, you know, he's a head coach, and he's fourth fiddle in this situation, and he knows Army. And Craig Berube didn't have a great year. They weren't prepared. They got their asses kicked. We all saw that. So it's a little competition now. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be competition. Well, people might not look at that right now, Andy. Yeah. It's competition.
Hey.
It is.
Well, in that business, it always is.
It is.
Now, Craig Berube is as confident in his own skin as anybody you're going to find.
I know.
So he's not worried about that. I think other people would. If he's going to coach in Chicago for Jeremy Colleton, I think if you're Jeremy Colleton, you're looking over your shoulder like, okay, this dude's about to take my job. Craig Berube just won a Stanley Cup. I think he's a hell of a coach. He's a great coach, great person. Teammates are his players love him. So I don't think we're there yet.
No.
But all of a sudden, you got a guy with head coaching experience and a guy who certainly could jump in at any moment and be a head coach for any team in the league. But they have a couple of other guys, too, who I think are going to be head coaches at some point down the road.
Otter's going to be a head coach eventually.
Oh, yeah. So will Mike Van Ryn, who's been a head coach in the American League. And these guys are starting to get on the radar.
They want to be in control.
For other teams,
every one of them, they all do. It's like we all want to be that way, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be an assistant. Although right now I'm like, I just want to be an assistant coach.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's not like you're bringing in Chris Butler, for example, to be the assistant coach who's never had any coaching experience whatsoever. We're not even having that conversation. But listen, again, the Blues gave him the opportunity. I think it's great. From what I understand, Jim Montgomery, his kids got real emotional when they found out.
Oh.
This is huge for his family. They've been through a lot.
I know.
And he's doing what he needs to do to get back on track. Now he gets another second chance on life. It's in a city that he's comfortable in, a franchise that he knows. He played here, albeit for a short time. But he's been in St. Louis during the course of the offseason for years, right? And he's always come back here. And St. Louis is home to him. He's surrounded by great people. He knows that. Could not have worked out better for Jim Montgomery. And you know what? Just like Kevin Stevens and some of these guys say, hey, sometimes when bad things happen, all of a sudden you look at it years down the road, and it just might be the best thing that ever happened to you.
A great guy too, man. No, trust me. I know the feeling in multiple ways. Everybody has it in a different way. Sometimes they're a little bit more extreme than others. And good for Monty. Again, a great guy. Great guy. He's sitting next to me in the alumni room, by the way. So I switched seats.
So, Cam, listen, they have their little nameplates.
Mm-hmm.
Who was next to you? You took it off, and then you moved Jim Montgomery's nameplate next to you.
That's what I
now he's your locker mate.
Yep, that's what I do. I moved yours. You saw I moved yours?
Where?
Out fucking side in the parking lot.
Who was next to you? Who got moved?
I don't want to bring the name up. I don't want to. I'm blaming it on fantasy.
I don't think you can do that, dude.
I think I can.
You better hope Bruce isn't listening to you.
No, he's not. I'm not going to see him for 2 weeks.
You never know.
No, he'll give me a fucking email.
All right, Jarret Stoll on this edition of the Cam and Strick Podcast, episode number 75.
Yeah.
This dude was a great player, too, man. First overall pick in the WHL draft. You know how good you have to be a stud like that as a kid. And then he played almost 900 games. Big part of 2 Stanley Cup winning teams.
Well, the biggest thing is that he dates hot chicks. Holy mother of fuck. God.
Who was the one he was engaged to? We talked about
it. Well, the older one, I'm like, why even fuck with that chick? Like, why? Like, she's older. Like, she's been around. Like, why?
Dutcher?
Even, like, no, Hunter. It's like, why?
Rachel Hunter.
Rachel Hunter. Like, she's like, why? Why?
She was 40 at the time.
Why?
So she's probably close to 50 now.
I think he made money off of that divorce, to be honest with you.
Maybe. Well, no, they never got married. They were engaged.
Oh, they didn't?
Yeah.
Why? Find a 23-year-old fucking surfer hot chick that's just cool as shit.
I thought, though, that the LA Kings team that won, they seemed like a cool team, man. You could tell they all got along, and they all hung out together. They all partied together.
Yeah.
And, and Jarret Stoll talks about that. Now he's married to Erin Andrews, who's like a TV,
stud. She's a fucking stud.
Superstar.
Yeah, she is.
I mean.
We asked him some hardcore questions about.
But he was cool as hell,
He was so cool. And sometimes I feel like I'm so rude at times. I'm like, well, but I'm dead serious when I'm asking these questions. Like, you ever get fucking jealous of her? Like, do you? She's hanging out with. She makes a ton of money.
And he's
way
like,
more than you.
No, man. But you know what? He answered it.
No, he did. And I didn't want to be a
fair question.
I have to ask that, dude.
You don't have to, but
no, but I fucking did. No, but I did. Like, do you ever get jealous of her?
No,
she's making $2 million. She's around fucking 6'5" cut up fucking football players every day. I can only imagine you walk around. Are they like, oh, hey, Jarret Stoll, I know who you are? No, they don't.
But I give her a lot of credit, though, man. She's not interested.
There it is.
She's like, I want a good, wholesome hockey player, man.
Yeah, fucking
just cool guy.
Hockey players are the coolest.
And she dated other hockey players back in the day. Ryan Johnson, who played for the Blues.
Yeah, RJ.
Great dude.
Fucking block a shot.
Oh, my God.
He
used to crush guys coming around the
girls
net,
be
too.
all over him, dude. All over him.
Yes.
And some bugger.
And so she was like a ringside reporter with the Tampa Bay Lightning. He was playing on the Lightning. And they started dating and whatever. A bunch of Blues players would tell me that they would all hang out because I didn't know if they were friends or they were actually dating.
No, I go, how do you even like wheel that? And he's like, I had Michael Strahan ask her. I'm like,
So he's just like he's with like a bunch.
He knows.
You know, when you play in that market, man. I even asked him. I was like, who was in? Like, which of your teammates was in with all the celebrities? Got the team and all the boys invited to all the parties and stuff like that. He said, me. So
and he did it like in a humble way too.
Oh
man.
yeah, he did. He was cool, man. So
he's fucking cool.
People
You'll
will
love it.
People
You'll
will
like
love this.
Dude, we do all kinds of different guys,
It's
man.
it's like the E version of the Cam and Strick podcast.
It's like, you know what, we'll get hardcore on, we'll get a guy that's fucking really cool, we'll get this, we'll get that, we'll get the other. I mean, it's everything's different. So
Yes.
Jarett Stoll is a different, unique interview, and he's just a cool cat, man.
I'll tell you what's not different. The Cam and Strick podcast is brought to you by CarShield.
Of course it is.
CarShield.com. Mention the promo code CAM. You'll save 10%. 800-857-2481. Again, CarShield.com. 10%. Mention the promo code CAM. 10%. You'll save. Go to carshield.com, and no long-term commitments. We got to talk about that. No long-term commitments. You're not signing up for anything that's going to just, commit you long-term. You can customize your own package however you want it done. But again, protect yourself. You never know when shit's going to go down with your car. You want to make sure you're protected. Air conditioning could go out. The heater could go out. Computer could go down. Starter like Cam. All of a sudden, you're stuck with thousands and thousands of dollars. Don't let that happen to you. 800-857-2481. How about gadgetbuyback.com? You got a cracked screen, cracked tablet, your watch isn't working, Apple Watches, although they fix more than just Apple products, Samsung, Androids, all that type of stuff. Check them out, send it in, get it fixed. If you're a business owner, don't hold your company back. Don't have them using old material, cracked material. Have them buy back your old stuff and then trade it in for new, upgraded stuff, right?
Yes. Don't be cheap.
Products.
And slow your shit down like a cheap-ass boss would do, where everybody's looking at you and your company like, you fucking cheap dick. Mm-hmm. I can't get my shit done because my shit's not fucking working fast. Because you're cheap. Stop being cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking make more money that way.
Good advice. 877-772-8880. 877-772-8880. Check out gadgetbuyback.com. How about Bud Light Seltzer, man? We are enjoying a couple of different flavors today.
Crushing them.
Hey, the new flavors in the variety pack, they've got cranberry, grapefruit, pineapple. I mean, that goes along with the black cherry, the strawberry, the lemon lime.
Mango.
And
mango.
bagel.
Listen to me. All y'all. I want pictures. I want you sitting up with your feet up. I don't give a shit what your backyard looks like. I don't give a shit if your house is $100,000. I'm not looking for beauty. I'm looking for relaxation. Show me how do you get the fuck away from the everyday grind? Get away. How are you chilling out at your house? If you're not, you better figure out a way to do it. And you better use Bud Light Seltzer because it helps a lot. Find me your happy zone. I want you tweeting at me. I want you Facebooking me. I don't give a shit what you do. I want to see it. It honestly puts a smile on my face to see people find the relaxation mode. I got mine in multiple ways. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs it. And I tell you what, Bud Light Seltzer helps with that.
And you know what? Just because mango is your flavor, everyone can have a different flavor. Pick one for yourself. Which one is yours?
I told you. It's mango.
Not you, our listener. Which one is yours?
Mango.
Go ahead and celebrate your favorite flavor. Tweet at us. You can shoot it on Instagram as well. We're getting some Instagram stories too.
Show me it, dude.
Yes.
I don't. Again, you don't have to be like, my house isn't. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Doesn't matter. You're fucking working your ass off. You're probably pouring concrete all day, like a lot of my buddies are. Fucking grinding it. Show me how you relax, baby.
Less than a gram of sugar.
Yeah.
100 calories. 5% alcohol. Bud Light Seltzer, baby.
Yeah.
Unquestionably.
Yeah.
Good. How about hockeytraining.com, dude? I mean, I went bar down yesterday in our game.
Oh, fuck on.
The alumni game went bar down. Actually, I walked the guy at the blue line. Then
you did do that.
I curled and dragged and went bar down.
It was the most slow motion thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. I don't know who you did it to, but I looked at the guy like, don't let that happen again, son. Don't let that happen again, son. I mean, I scored 4 game runners in a row, which is probably a record in alumni skates, but I'm not going to brag about it because I'm already really good. Okay? My head's already big enough because I'm unbelievable. But here's the thing. I'm starting to do hockey training. I do it. I get to the rink early as fuck because we have a fucking multi-million-dollar facility. I get there. I get my shit on. I fucking chill out. I get my gear ready. I do this. I start stretching a little bit, just like I did when I played. Like now I kill time. I go in there. I watch fucking NHL Network. I do a little hockeytraining.com. I'll get my foot speed going. I get my hands going a little bit. They got it all. Whatever you want to do that day. Say you did a leg workout the day before. Fucking do your hand workout. Do your stick handling. Do your fast twitch fucking workouts. All the little stuff you could do in your garage from hockeytraining.com. And it's cheap. Go to the gym. Oh yeah, all you parents, yeah, have your son go to the gym. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my son goes to Gold's Gym. Oh, does he? Yeah, I saw him there.
What does he do there?
I saw him there. He was in the locker room sniffing panties the whole fucking time. You fuck. It's fucking $600 a month. He's smelling fucking women's panties in the back. Get the fuck on. Fucking watch what the fuck he does. You think your son knows how to go to Gold's Gym and really work out? No, he doesn't. Do it in your goddamn garage, have your shit fucking planned out, and watch your kid do it. And how about you fucking jump in it with your kid, too, like my dad did, without all this shit 30 years ago.
Hockeytraining.com. Hockeytraining.com.
Sniffing panties.
Again, I'm doing the speed kit, so obviously my first 3, I'll have that acceleration down.
Andy.
I'll have that acceleration
So I'll give you
down.
an example. So I always tell Andy this. When you know you're a little bit confident is whenever somebody scores a goal or the goalie makes a save, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't drop the puck in these kind of skates, right? You just start from behind the net. Mm-hmm. I want Andy, and I tell him, you start from behind the net. You get your speed. I want you to deke the first guy, get your speed again, because you need that first step to be able to burn that guy, because usually he's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And then you got to beat the guy, and then you get to the blue line. I want you to make a play. I want you to go from one end to the other, shimmy, shake some guys, use your strength, get by him, and set a fucking play up. You haven't done that yet. You started at the blue line last time. I go, Andy, I stopped play, and I wanted you to start from behind.
You were on
the
the bench. I heard you.
I yelled at you, motherfucker, because I want to talk about it today, and you didn't do it yet. You're not there yet. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Dude,
I'm not chirping
Are you seeing the benefits of hockeytraining.com? That's
Andy,
the question.
Andy, your hands are there, homie. Your vision's there.
See?
You made a play on the wall the other day. I chirp Andy so fucking much, but I like protective of him now. Like he's my little brother, although he's older than me. I protect. So if anybody makes fun of Andy, I'm the only person that's supposed to do that. But I saw you on the wall the other day, and you get it, and I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do with it? And instead of fucking just like throwing it or trying to toad it, you stopped, you cut back real quick, and then instead of cutting back, because the worst thing in the world is have a guy on the wall, and all of a sudden you're breaking out as a center or the other winger, and he stops and turns back, then you got to stop. But you did it in such a quick motion. You spun off the fucking attacker, and before those guys that are breaking out had to stop and slow down, you backhand sauce that motherfucker, Patty Maroon style, right into an area, and they went down and went fucking toe-to-toe, 2-on-1, and they scored. And I praised you in front of everybody. So just remember that. I fucking acknowledge shit.
That was a backhand sauce.
It was a backhand sauce. I just said that.
Backhand sauce.
Yes, I just said that.
Patty Maroon would have done what?
Oh, he would have fucking like croqueted it like a fucking polo match.
Polo that shit.
Yes, what he polo, but it goes perfectly.
Yeah.
Patty, watch Patty Maroon on the wall.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
By
him.
the way, I'm being told though, great sources, that the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking to bring him back next year, and so Patty's going to play. And if he doesn't go back to Tampa Bay, there are several teams.
He's gonna play another year, dude. Are you kidding? Fuck him.
Maybe 2.
We don't need to get back into that right now.
But
we'll do that for next time.
Several teams.
We're hockeytrain.com.
Yes.
He's doing that right now.
There are several teams calling.
I need Phil. I need his brother Phil to do it too.
Yes. Do what? He needs hockey training.
What do you think?
I think he retired.
No. Well, yeah. We love the whole family.
We don't ever see him anymore.
We love the whole family. Yeah, I do.
I want to see some pictures of somebody driving in their brand new car from Bellman too. I need some cars from Bellman.
All of them. I don't give a shit if it's a pink Jeep with small ass tires.
2-door.
Go ahead. Tweet at me and say, here's your Jeep, Cam.
Soft
and
top.
I'll fucking reply to you. And I'll be like, you're wrong on that. That's Andy's Jeep. That's what he wants. But I tell you what, man. I need a new truck. I'm debating on what to get. Got a lot of different things going on right now. Do I want the Jeep? Do I want a dually? Do I want a truck just to get so I can haul my new boat I'm going to get? Like I don't know. They got the options.
Loser.
And here's it. What?
A dually?
You don't even know what
stop talking about
shut
that.
the fuck.
Seriously,
you are
you bring that up every show. Like nobody else cares. Nobody else drives one of those.
You're a fucking cake eater.
Nobody drives those.
You're a fucking. Yeah, say fuck you. You're a cake. We're talking Canadians here, buddy.
They drive. No. They drive dualies in Canada.
Fucking A, they do. They're fucking farmers.
What, like snowmobiles and stuff?
No. Yeah, no, because it's fucking. They gotta get out of the goddamn snow. They're hardcore, badass country boys up there. You don't, man. Get out of here.
Just get yourself a GMC.
You're a fucking cake
eater. A GMC Yukon or something.
There you go. You could do that. But these guys want trucks, man. They got to work on their farm and fucking pile in fucking posts and shit. You don't know.
I do.
You're
know.
a fucking fancy lad.
Fancy
Good
lad.
God. A dually. Get on.
Cadillac, Buick, GMC. What do you recommend though? If you're in like. Because, different cars for different parts of the world of our listeners.
The Buick's actually nice now.
It is.
Remember Buick like 10, 20 years ago?
You're like,
oh, you're a fucking,
drive a Buick.
My billet family drove a Buick.
Like, dude, you drive a Buick?
Now you're like, fucking Tiger Woods, baby. Let's go. But they got everything. The Jeep, the dualies, whatever you guys want, man. And they got it all. And again, I'm going to say it again. sometimes your wife needs to go look at a vehicle and you're working or whatever. Like, do you want your wife to get fucking hounded? Like, do you want your wife to walk into a... You guys know what I'm talking about when you go to some of these dealerships. Swinging... Oh, is that a female out there? Holy fuck.
I got her.
Did I tell you...
I got her, boys.
I was a fucking linebacker back in '87, and I could beat your husband up.
First team all conference.
I could beat your... Oh, you're Cam dancing? Well, I'll beat his fucking ass. Stupid motherfucker.
First team all conference.
Fuck all you up. You fucking idiot. Get away from my wife,
I scored
psycho.
4 touchdowns.
My dick's bigger than his. That might be true. Oh, fucking hate that shit, dude. That is every fucking place,
Except
Pellman, dude.
I know.
Kate walks in there like this. They fucking cart her around like Cleopatra, dude.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
Can I get you a coffee?
That's what I want.
Can I get you a water?
It's they're trying to rip you off. You're like, no, you need this one. No.
It's
Kate's like, no, I want this one. God. Fucking
across the street in Troy, Missouri, though, you've got the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You get the same treatment as you do.
Same people,
right across,
the best of the best, dude.
With the Chrysler, with the Buick Cadillac
classy,
GMC,
and just you're comfortable. God
yes,
damn,
yes.
You know I exaggerate with guys, and then pardon my language, everybody, but like honestly, it's a comfortable place to be in, and they're not going to rip you off. That is the key. They had everything, and they're just cool people, and they're cool hockey people.
Yeah.
And Kate's comfortable going there, man.
All right.
And I love it.
All right. And finally, Victor Hockey. You got the hat on today. We got the hat, the shirt. So we're doing some videos with this stuff. Hey, check it out, man. Great graphics. Use the promo code Cam and Strick. You're going to save 20%. Yeah. VictorHockey.com. Check out their incredible T-shirts, their hats, their winter hats,
they
their
got
toques,
it all.
man. I mean, a ton of selection.
Well, I walk around and people are like, "What is that?"
I know, me too.
It's different, dude. Like I like to wear different shit. Right. Although I kind of wear the same thing every day, so on my shirt. Unless you guys keep sending me more clothes, but when I wear
this is like a good hat.
It's a great hat.
This is what we're trying to make for ourselves. Actually,
thank you.
Can we
Andy.
just send this to our guy?
Thank you, Andy.
Like we need this quality.
We're gonna bring a bunch of. I
may have our guy from Victor Hockey actually make our stuff.
Well, I know because we're gonna get a bunch of apparel coming out here, but until then, you buy both, but this shit is unique. We look at this stuff, and everybody sends us all kinds of different things.
Did you see the O'Reilly tattoo that I sent you that he has?
He's got this?
I sent you the text last night.
I don't look at your text, Andy.
Dude, it was late. It was 10 o'clock at night. You're sleeping already.
Motherfucker.
And somebody else, he did a Ovechkin for somebody else who wanted
dude,
one and stuff
look,
like that,
anytime you walk in somewhere and somebody looks at your hat and like, what is that? Like, I like that. That means they're curious because it's got a cool symbol on it.
I know.
So, cool stuff.
And I've been asked a lot. So check out their Twitter account and their Instagram at Victor Hockey USA, but their website, cool ass shit, victorhockey.com. Get yourself a new hat. Use the promo code Cam and Strick in the checkout. And don't forget, Victor Hockey. All right, this is Jarett Stoll, 2-time Stanley Cup winner. Cool as hell as he's hanging out with us.
He's a fucking wheel is what he is.
Episode number 75 here on the Cam and Strick Podcast.
What
Stolly.
up? What up?
Hey guys, what's happening?
What are you doing, man? Where you at right now?
I'm in Hermosa Beach.
Yeah, he's probably tan.
Louise.
You're probably tanner than Chelios right now.
Tan as shit. Cruising
around. No. You can't beat Chelly. No.
Oh, he's outrageous.
That's the Malibu. That's the Malibu sun. We're kind of down in the hood, down in Hermosa.
Oh, is there
that is a ghetto.
There's a different type of sun. Different tan.
There is.
Okay.
Actually, there's no sun right now with all the smoke and it's not very good down here, but.
Isn't that weird though? Like, so I saw a thing on somebody put a drone up this morning, and the whole sky looked just red, like the end of the world shit, man. And that was from a gender reveal party too. Like, good God, I feel bad for those people, to be honest with you.
What was it?
Did you guys? Do you see the video of it?
No.
Yeah, it's online. Just search it. It's the gender reveal. It was like kind of where they had it. It was terrible, right in the mountains. Like it was all like dried out bush, and they had it was like a box, kind of like a size of maybe like a crate, and then they had a bullseye on top of it, and then they shot something at it, and it was a big explosion, a lot bigger than I thought, and right away, instantly, the stuff lit up.
Oh my!
They should have dumped gasoline on it. That would have helped.
Took off right away. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't.
What was it? A boy or a girl? Do we know what the gender reveal was?
It was quadruplets, even worse. No, I don't know. A fucking boy, I think. Hopefully a boy. Not that there's anything wrong with a girl.
Hey, do you have kids? You don't have kids. You got a dog named Howie. You still have Howie or no?
Yeah, we got him. Yeah, he's around here somewhere. No kids. we're working on it. We're trying to figure that out. So that'll be coming soon, hopefully.
You're in my territory, bro.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
Kate and I, we don't have kids. I'm fucking dumping loads in her, to be completely blunt with you. It's just, I don't know what the deal is, and that's fine. And if we got to, look, I look like this, man. If I got to kick my feet up and have my animals around me and look at my fucking dock and chill for the rest of my life and be selfish with my wife, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, no, that was kind of our program. Just travel when we wanted to. And, with Erin, she travels a lot. She's busy. And then with me, I'm working with the Kings now, so yeah, we're pretty busy, but we're gonna figure it out. I think it's time. So,
it's time. We should break that. We're like Us Magazine here. Okay, we're like the tabloid.
And Andy could tell you how to have a boy. He
I
thinks
can.
He's a fucking porn star.
Yes, if you want to have a boy, listen. I've got a secret. I'm 7 for 7.
Stupid ass.
Looking for number 8. Oh yeah, 100% accuracy rate.
He's gonna hang up.
I just want a 6-footer, man. Just a 6-footer at minimum. Put a golf club in his hand, or maybe a baseball in his left hand, something like that.
Oh, there you go.
Do both.
How was your golf game today?
Not bad. I've been playing well. I played a lot this summer, whatever you could call it. But we went to Montana for about 3 months and live on a course out there. So I just played almost every day. And yeah, it was fun. It was. I'm not a member anywhere here in LA, but just kind of play all over the place and use my buddies, I guess, is the best way to put it.
That's what I do.
That's like Cam. Cam doesn't pay for anything.
No, I don't.
And he just goes and does everything for free. But you're in LA, man. All the nice courses and whatever, man. 2-time Stanley Cup winner. Like they just.
You can't walk on with a red carpet.
You
anywhere?
just get in.
No, man. That's people's memories are pretty short out here. You gotta. I guess it's been a little while. 12 and 14 since we won. But no, there's so many courses, and the shitty thing is here is. Okay, it takes 4 hours, 4 and a bit to play. It takes an hour to get there, and then if you're in traffic coming back, it's maybe an hour and a half. It's a fucking 7-hour day if you're golfing here in LA. So it's tough sometimes to get out.
Well, your wife could probably get in anywhere, right?
Just go with her.
Yeah, she's not a golfer. She has no interest, as she puts it.
I'll tell you what, though. We talked to who we talked to, Sheldon Surrey. I guess you didn't get the invite to. Were they at Idaho?
Yeah,
they're in the Gretzky.
Guys are
yeah.
Listen,
you didn't get the invite to that.
No,
Why?
because he's from Saskatoon. He stays away
weird.
from a chaser. He stays from away.
Dude, they're
from
kicking
chaser.
guys out of that fucking group left and right. So you might as well just stay out of it. I guess it's too cool for school.
We're at Yellowstone Club, man. We're in that same kind of whatever you want to call it. Well, it's Discovery Land properties, but we're at the property in Montana. So. That's where we got it. I think I've never been to Geyser. I'm sure it looks beautiful. It's, that lake life, but we got the best of both worlds up in Montana, man. We got the winter for skiing. It's our own private ski mountain. And then in the summer, you got golfing, rafting, fishing, hiking. Like, I don't know, man. Geyser seems like it's only 3 or 4 months of the year you can head up there, but it sure looks good. It looks beautiful. I'm sure it is, but I prefer Montana, I think, over that place.
Yeah, Montana. It used to be kind of a secret. Now the secret is out. A lot of hockey people up there too, aren't there?
Not as many as you think, actually. But it's not that hard to get there either. If you fly into Bozeman, there's a lot of flights going into Bozeman, and then for us, it's an hour drive. So there's a lot of people, though. You're right, going out there from New York, LA, Boston, San Fran. Like, people are just getting out of the cities, which I don't blame them, right?
Are you a country boy? Like, can you?
I am.
So so you're in a picnic, and all of a sudden you hear some bullshit in the woods, and there's a fucking grizzly bear. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, do you know what to do? Like, there's some hardcore shit going on out there. Yeah. I'd be too scared to live out there. But like, how do you deal with that kind of stuff, or do you have to?
Well, they're scared of us for the most part. Like, unless you start running, or if you get caught in between with their babies or whatever. But we carry bear spray with us all over the place. But I was actually reading I bought bear spray for the first time this summer, and I was actually just reading the instructions, and bear spray only sprays like 6 or 7 feet. So I was like thinking, and it only sprays for like maybe 10 seconds max, it said.
Oh my God.
Like, holy shit, man. Like, you gotta let the guy come to you or what? Like, not a chance.
Last summer, my wife and I, we were up in Whistler, British Columbia. First time I had ever seen a bear in my life.
Oh, you saw one?
Oh my. And I've been in the woods a lot, but I've never had a bear encounter. And I mean, this thing just walks right like 50 feet in front of us.
You're too skinny. It didn't want you, dude.
And all of a sudden, it just kept walking, didn't even look at us, man. But to say I was scared is an understatement, man. I am frightened, scared to death of bears. I don't fuck with those.
He's scared of a lot of things, and it is what it is. So what are you going to do for the Kings, man? Like, what are you going to do for the Kings? Like, what's your day? Like, what's your scouting life like? Is it fun? Are you traveling all the fucking time?
Yeah, no, I'm not a scout, man. Their lives, their traveling schedule is crazy. But I do player development with them. So there's like me, Sean O'Donnell, Mike Donnelly, who played for the Kings in the 90s, Craig Johnson, Matt Green's with us. Me and Greener got traded here together from Edmonton. So we still in the organization, and it's fun, man. As soon as the kids get drafted, they come up to the suite. We're up there. It's really cool meeting their family and their grandparents and their friends. And then we take them on right from that point, basically. And our minor league team is here in LA, in Ontario, California. So we get hands on with them like every week. So it's great. And then when they make it, it's a proud moment because you're kind of, you worked with them for so long and just working on little things here and there. And, we're not coaches, but we're just kind of, work on the fundamentals and stuff like that. It's good to get to know the kids like that.
Listen, I had Matt Green written down. This guy, I'll never forget during I did. I have it written down right here. I think it was the 04-05 lockout. I think he was at North Dakota at the time. And I'm watching this guy, and he's fucking crushing, just killing kids. And then TJ Oshie came to the Blues. I'm like, what is up with this guy? And I followed Matt Green. I'm like, I love this guy as a player. And then seeing him win a cup with you guys and crushing guys in the NHL. What's this guy like? Is he an animal off the ice too or no?
Yeah, he's an animal altogether. He's one of the best teammates I've ever played with, and he's got that forearm shiver down pat. He when we played together in Edmonton, Jason Smith would always Cam, you remember that? Jason Smith would always, if you're going down the boards on him, he would just throw his arm out and just give you that forearm. And
right in the temple.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
And so that was exactly what Greener got, and he was great. We live actually like 10 houses apart from each other, and we hang out. We're on the beach all the time together. So, but he's a scout for the Kings here. So he travels a lot, and a scout in the Pacific Division here. So great guy, beauty. Really, he's a beauty. He doesn't do many podcasts, though. It'd be tough to get him on, to be honest with you.
Well, that's who we get on, is the ones that don't do it.
That's the challenge, man. Maybe we will.
Yeah.
We'll have to try now.
No, I know.
I don't do many either, to be honest. I don't do many either.
I know. That's why we got you.
You got me, Andy. You got me.
The Cam and Strick Podcast is brought to you by CarShield. Nothing more frustrating, Cam, than when that engine light comes on and right off the bat, you're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to repair your vehicle. Call 800-857-2481. Mention the promo code CAM or visit carshield.com and use the code CAM to save 10%. Yeah. That's carshield.com. A deductible may apply. Save yourself money. Sign up and get your coverage now with carshield.com. Now back to the interview. Hey, man, we just want guys that are interesting that have something to talk about. We got a lot to talk about with Jarett Stoll for sure. First off, I've heard the name Barrett. I've heard Jarett. Like, where does Jarett come from? I don't know a whole lot of Jarretts.
Yeah, I know. Really? Starbucks, they cannot get they've gotten it right maybe once, I think, man. Like, seriously, it's like, sometimes I just try to mumble it now, just Jared or Jerry. I got Jerry a couple times. I love Jerry Seinfeld, so whatever. But, I don't know. It's a tough one. There's not many ETs out there for Jarett, for sure.
Stolzy, man. You're Stolzy.
Stolzy, yeah. Stolzy.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I fixed it for you.
Hey.
I want to get back to your draft, though. You read about that. It's like that your first draft experience. Like, everybody remembers their draft experience, getting drafted, the party afterwards. Everybody's happy, your mom and dad, but yours was kind of like, explain that whole situation.
Well, it was 2000. I got drafted in Calgary to the Calgary Flames, and it was a great experience because Cowboys was rolling back then, and that's where we went right to Cowboys that night. And you're a Flames draft pick, and life was great. Life's good. So, it was. You got the two-year window to sign with them, and I was playing in the Western Hockey League at the time for the Kootenay Ice. And just that 2-year window kind of came and went, and they had other guys to sign, and so be it. So I went back in the draft and in 2002, which was in Toronto, and then Edmonton took me. And it was crazy enough, like after the Edmonton pick, Calgary was picking again. I'm like, holy shit, man, Calgary picked me again. And then,
oh, my God.
Try to screw me over. But so Edmonton took me, and then, I'm kind of missing a part of the story here, but So right before there's a deadline for that 2 years, what I was talking about.
Yeah,
There's a
Boston,
deadline,
right?
and no, I got traded. My rights got traded to Toronto.
Okay.
But it was like 5 minutes before the deadline to sign, and I already had a deal worked out with Toronto. You get your signing bonus, and that's all good. But so I got the contract, and me and my junior coach Ryan McGill, who's now with Vegas.
Yep.
So we're in my junior office, and I'm like signing. And we faxed it in like so many times. We faxed it in probably 8 or 9 times, and it was right up against the clock. And sure enough, it gets in too late. So the NHL registry, they voided it. So now I have to go back in the draft. So that's kind of how it happened, and then I got drafted by the Oilers, and it worked out.
Isn't it amazing how it works out though? Because like it was the best thing for you. You avoid Toronto first off, even though maybe it would be cool to play there. But I've seen that happen before. Like Keith Tkachuk got traded to the Boston Bruins one year, and the fax didn't get there on time, and so the trade never happened. Yeah. And he's like saying goodbye to everybody at the rink, and thinks he's going to Boston, and it never happened. That had to be crazy. Like thinking you're getting traded, then all of a sudden here. The fax didn't get there on time.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, but I knew it was close, and then even my coach was like, "Oh shit." So, but the trade deadline stuff, like a lot of trades happen right at the end, right? Mm-hmm. So I could see that happening. That probably happens more than you think,
right?
Or more than you hear about, right?
Yeah. So, were you like a phenom growing up? I mean, first overall pick in the WHL draft. I mean, what were you just sick or what back in the day?
Such a disappointment after that shit. First overall. It was, minor hockey was great. I grew up in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. It's about 16,000 people, and great place to grow up, and great for minor hockey. And we had good teams, and I guess first overall, I guess I was a pretty good player back then. But you just try to get better every year, and at that age, you're just having fun, enjoying it, and trying to, you play baseball in the summer and hockey in the winter, and that's kind of what we did. So.
Yeah, I always give you guys a lot of respect, the Western boys. Being an OHL guy, having maybe...
Were you Windsor?
Windsor and Guelph.
Okay,
fucking
Guelph,
fun, man. Just Windsor was crazy. And you know what? We had 6-hour bus, maybe a 3-hour bus ride. You go to London, you go to Kitchener, but you fucking guys, man. How do you even? Good God! Some of those 3 feet of snow on the ground. You don't know where you're at. Just explain that to people, will you?
Our closest game was in Lethbridge. The Kootenay Ice played in Cranbrook, BC. So the closest game for us was 3.5 hours in Lethbridge. And then we had to go to like Prince George was about 18 hours. Brandon, Manitoba was I think 20 hours. Yeah, I think 20 hours. But the bus trips they're fun. You're with your teammates, you're watching movies, you're listening to tunes, and you'd have to sleep on the floor. We'd all bring our own foam mattresses and pillows, and we in the middle of the night we're driving, and everybody's sleeping on the floor. So I remember we hit a deer one night, and our bus driver Joe, I think his name was, Joe. We we hit it. He pulled over for a couple minutes, and then he lit a cigarette. He was a smoker, so lit a cigarette, and he kept on trucking. So. It was fun, but getting back, at 3 or 4 in the morning, and then unloading your equipment, because obviously, you don't got the trainers to do that kind of stuff for you in junior hockey. But and then you got to go to school on top of that. We went to school till about 3 o'clock, and our practices always started at 4. So
it's a grind,
fun,
man.
Though. Great times.
It's a grind. Though.
Did you go to school?
It's a grind.
Do guys go to school and actually do their school?
Yeah.
I didn't see that much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Well, I think college kids too. I don't know how much school they go to or how many classes they.
I don't know.
No,
why would you?
I know. Yeah, especially in college. But
oh my god.
It was fun. Junior hockey was cool. We had good teams again. We won the Memorial Cup one year, and my last year, so it was a good time.
I talked to one of your former coaches today. Doing my world-class research. Cam does no research.
Really?
I'm not a journalist.
I do the research.
Preparation, eh?
Fuck that. Look at my notes right now. I'll send them to you, Jared.
But, just raved about you, how hard you worked as a player. Just the line you played on with Dwight King and Trevor Lewis. I saw you guys, covering that series when you swept the Blues. Yeah. Had a couple of playoff series. One was actually a good series. I think the Blues won the first 2 games of the series and then lost to you guys in 6.
3-1, I think.
But did you have to change your game, though, when you got to the NHL? Just in terms of how you had to grind it out all those years and end up playing close to 900 games.
Yeah, I think maybe I became more of a checking role, a third, fourth line guy. The later, as I got in my career, and when I was in Edmonton, I always played the point on the power play. So I always kind of, shot the puck and just did my one-timers back there. And then when Darryl Sutter got here, he he didn't like that idea. So he put me, he goes, you're going to penalty kill. You're going to play in the third line. I'll give you 15, 17 minutes a night, but you shut down whoever the hell I put you on the ice with, and chip in here or there. So that was the good thing about Darryl. He was just very black and white. I loved him as a coach, and we all did. But obviously we won, so of course we're going to say that. But he put us all in roles, and we just stuck to it. But it was good to play second line, and then as I kind of got going, it was more of that checking role. But it's everybody gets slotted where they get slotted, and to win like that, we had the right guys, the right mix, and with Darryl, we had the right coach.
Yeah, he probably loved the Western boys too.
Yeah,
he probably loved you. But did he ever have fun? Did he smile? What was he like behind the scenes? Did he laugh? Did he have a good time?
Bitter beer face?
He had the bitter beer face going 24/7.
Yeah, I know. No, he did. He was hilarious, off the ice and away from the rink, just the nicest. Personable guy, great family guy. If our families come in, or our wives or girlfriends, he could easily have a conversation for an hour with my dad or my mom. And he was there for us. And the thing with Darryl is he took all the attention off of us, especially in the playoffs. I'm sure you remember the interviews that Darryl would always have, and very, very short, very, very, very Bill Belichick kind of style. But he just would kind of maybe make it a little bit about himself, and not the talk was about him, not certain players, or he protected us that way. And it was very smart. Everything was calculated with Darryl, from practices to he would be probably harder on us when we were on a winning streak than the opposite. So you could never read him some mornings, but you could tell right away when he got to the rink what kind of day it was or what kind of practice it would be. So but we loved him. He's a great guy, great coach.
Yeah, you had to be prepared. I mean, you ask him a bad question, he's going to throw it right back in your face. Hey, let's talk about the new Bud Light Seltzer.
Oh, yeah.
It's an easy drinking hard seltzer that comes in 4 delicious fruit flavors. Black cherry, strawberry, lemon lime, and Cam's favorite, mango.
Oh,
With
mango.
only 100 calories, 5% alcohol, and less than a gram of sugar, you might as well have a few tonight or this weekend. Go to BudLight.com to buy Bud Light Seltzer online. Must be 21 years of age or older. Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Yeah.
Now, back to the interview. All right, what's the story, Jarrett? You guys lock them out of the locker room? Is that what happened? You put the trash cans in front of the door?
Yeah.
Was that in Tampa?
It was in Tampa. Yeah, geez, you do have some. You do prepare.
He's a nerd.
I'd love to see these notes here. Holy fuck.
He knows more about you than you know you.
Cam, you too. I want to text me when we're done here. I want to see the picture of these notes.
You can't read my notes. My handwriting.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez. Yeah, no, we were on a tough stretch, and he was just being a dick, and we just kind of had enough. And we actually played really, really well that game. I think we lost 2-0 or 2-1, and we just, we didn't want the coaches in the room. We just kind of had our own little chat and put as much as we could in front of the door. And to be honest, at the end of the day, I bet you if I talked to Darryl about that, he would smile, and he would have loved it. So, but that's the thing. We had the right group of guys to do that type of thing, and just say, no, Darryl, hey, we don't want anybody in the room. Just get the hell, get out of here. And we had enough, chirping during the game or the last couple of weeks or whatever. But, to have guys like Justin Williams, Matt Green, Willie Mitchell, Robin Regier, Dustin Brown, Kopitar, these, we just had a great team.
Heavy team.
Yeah. Carts. Yeah. Mike Richards.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, was he, and we'll move on, but was he trying to get in, bang the door down? Are you guys laughing inside the dressing room?
How do you not laugh at that?
We were laughing, but some guys were, we were pissed off, but then we were laughing. We did hear it, for sure we heard it. Yeah, everybody heard it. And we were just like, fuck it.
So who'd you live by when you're playing in the Kings? Where you guys? So you guys are all kind of living by each other. Who are you hanging with?
Yeah.
You hanging with the older guys? Do the wives all hang out? Do they? Set that up for us.
Well, that's the great thing about playing here. I could be biased, obviously, but the players all live in Manhattan Beach or Hermosa Beach, and they're two little beach towns that are connected. And honestly, we were probably the furthest player was maybe a 5-minute, 8-minute drive. And it was awesome. After every game, we would come back, change quick, and then there's a good chunk of us that were all within maybe 5 blocks. And so we'd all meet in the back alley. We'd have a beer or two. It was our little dive bar was pretty much a 2-beer walk maybe. So we would, all meet in the back alley and head to our bar and talk about the game or get hammered, whatever. Just have some drinks
and just stroll home.
That's the type of team we had. And some guys would come and we'd meet in bikes with our bikes. And
so California.
What about a scooter?
Did you skateboard there? Did you have a longboard?
No, I wasn't a skateboarder. Never. No, I never did that. But some guys had scooters. Yeah, some guys had them. But
were you like, okay, I'm bringing the boys in from Canada,
from Saskatoon.
They're like, when they flew in and you like took care of them, are they like, where the fuck are we right now?
Yeah, it's like small town Saskatchewan to here is probably the complete opposite, to be honest. And yeah, they loved it. They loved coming down, and when we made the playoffs, most years they would come down for the playoffs, and probably once during the regular season, and then they'd golf and. They loved the bar that I was just talking about. It's called the North End. It's in Hermosa Beach, and that was kind of our hockey bar that, since 2008, me and Greener got traded here, and we just kind of found our way into that place a couple times. And, we took the Stanley Cup there both nights after we won it. So that was kind of, our thing.
Isn't that funny, though? Sometimes when the boys fly in, and you see what they put on as far as an outfit's concerned, you're like, okay. You're like, okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take that off. You gotta put your Sunday's best on, dude.
Shit. Come on, you put your A shirt on here. My one buddy would wear those like the Caterpillar, like the brown Caterpillar boots, like they're almost like steel toe boots. I'm like, come on, buddy.
Hanging out with fucking supermodel, fucking
Snoop Dogg.
I love it.
But when you guys are going though, man, I mean, obviously, it's a great place to have success. I mean, you're in Los Angeles, so much action going on there, but who was the teammate that was in the mix with all the celebrities that kind of hooked up, the boys with a lot of the parties and a lot of the celebrities that you guys hung out with?
Yeah.
I think that was me.
Yeah, that was you.
That's what he said. See, that's what I love.
I don't know.
He knows what's up.
Hey, that's in my notes too there, Jarrett. I knew it was
They're
you.
on my notes, Andy.
So who were you guys hanging out with? Like, who was always around the team and really just became a huge fan of your guys' success there with the hockey team?
Well, I think there's a lot of people you saw at the games, Beckham and Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn. He lives in Manhattan Beach here. And then we went up to Hollywood a lot. We had a younger team and most of us were single. So we would go up to Hollywood a lot and, you see, Leo at the clubs or like just, certain people like that. We wouldn't hang out with a lot of them, but here or there, like some of them like hockey and some of them don't know anything about it, but no, it was cool. And then once we started winning, they were all coming to the games and coming to our after parties after we won and stuff like that. So it was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. There's just totally two different vibes, where we're Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, where we're all at, and it's a bubble, So we especially now, I think everyone's got kids and a little bit older team, or they were the last 3 or 4 years, and not many guys are doing the Hollywood trips anymore.
So you win the cup though, 2012, 2014. After you win, like the night you guys win, like where's the party at? What are you guys doing?
Well, the first time we stayed in the dressing room a long time, to be honest. We were told like our president had to come down to the room, and actually Luke Robitaille came down to the room and goes, "Hey guys, like they had a big thing organized up at the roof on the Staples Center, so." All of our family was up there, family and friends who came, and everybody, basically all the business side of the organization. And we were just down there for probably a couple hours. And Luke's like, boys, we got to get up here. Come on. So, yeah, we went up to the roof of the Staples Center for probably 2 or 3 hours. And then, like I said, we took it straight to our bar down here at the North End till probably 5 or 6. And it was great. Like all the cops came in and taking pictures and, living in such a small little community, you get to meet, friends with a lot of the locals. So they all came in and took quick pictures and It was great, man. It was just such a, playing in LA, but it's not LA, like where we're hanging out. It's, like I said, it's a bubble, and it's a great little bubble.
Well, you should have hung out with us and got caught on TMZ all night.
Oh, did you know Cam played for the New Jersey Devils?
You didn't hear about
That's
that?
Right. That's right. You guys, where did you go? I did hear about
I don't remember.
You guys were getting on the bus or something? Yeah.
Oh, my God. Am I such a fucking idiot? We all are. Like, it was right in our face. We didn't even see that. We didn't even know. Like, we didn't even notice it.
They sneak up on
those fucks. No, it's all good. But, yeah, you did the right thing. You didn't hang out with us. Don't hang out with the losers anyway.
Do the paparazzi, like TMZ and those, they leave you guys alone for the most part?
Yeah. They don't come down here to the beach area really at all. To be honest with you, there not many of the Hollywood celebrities live down here. Actually, very few. Like Vince Vaughn, I think, is maybe the only kind of big dog like that. But
never heard of him.
No, they don't come down here. No.
Cam and Strick Podcast here for our boy Dan Bellman with Bellman.com.
Yeah, baby.
You need some new wheels? Why not get a Cadillac, a Buick, a GMC? Head out to Troy today. And again, don't forget about Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram right across the street.
No doubt.
Right there in Troy, Missouri. Visit them online. Check out their new selection, the pre-owned selection, the best service you will find anywhere in the country. Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Get yourself some new wheels in time for the summer.
Yeah.
Now back to the interview.
So it's nice.
You've dated some celebrities and Rachel Hunter and things like that. But you got Erin Andrews as a wife. She's beautiful. Mm-hmm. She's very successful. How do you even present yourself to someone like that? I mean, she was extremely successful at the time. I'm sure when you met her. How do you even do that? How do you even have the balls to fucking do that? No offense.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting what happened. But so I was friends with Michael Strahan at the time, and just through a mutual friend that I was with for a while, became friends with him. And so he worked with her on Fox. And so I just reached out to him and kind of asked, see what her deal was and what her number was, or if she would even give me her number. So it took a little while. He asked her, and it took a little while to get it. And probably Google searched me, and that doesn't turn out very well. So it took me a little while, but then it was the World Series in San Fran. The Giants were playing, I think it was 2012. Yeah, because that was the first time just after we won. So it was 2012. So a group of us went down to and that was great because we pretty much knew the lockout was happening in 13. So we had a little bit extra time to party with the Cup and kind of hang out and do what we wanted to do. So a big group of us went down to the World Series, and she was working it. And, we were texting a little bit here and there. And then I saw she was in the dugout, I think the Giants dugout, and we were on the other side of the field. And I just walked down to the dugout and passed a couple security guys and just went right to the side of the dugout and said hi. That was when I first met her. And then we did dinner maybe a couple weeks later in LA, and that was kind of it.
Andy, real quick, that's when you know you have a big penis. You have the balls to do that. I mean, I'm trying to think of what did you say to Michael Strahan? Did you write a note to him and say, "Ask Erin Andrews, does she like me? Yes or no?" How did you even present that to him? Good God.
I was just saying, man, can you get me your number? I wouldn't mind reaching out to her and see what she says. But it took a while.
I love it.
God damn, don't look me up online.
Hey, we're all there. Hey, trust me, we're all in that situation.
But she's a hockey fan, though. Listen, because Ryan Johnson played here. I don't want to bring up old relationships, but I know they had they had a relationship. I think at one point, or friends or something. Yeah, and so you always knew the word on the street was when she started to get really successful that she was a hockey fan. So did she know who you were or no?
To be honest, I don't even know. I don't even know if I asked her that.
It's for the best. For the best.
No, but she's a huge Lightning fan. She's from Tampa. Her dad works for a TV station in Tampa. And when she first started, she started with ESPN. She was with Turner, TBS, and then they put her on a hockey in the playoffs for Tampa. And that was kind of her first gig. Going through the regular season when Torts was there. Torts was actually really, really good with her, taught her a lot about the game. And I got to give her some credit. She had some balls her first day on the job. It was training camp in Tampa, and she just walked right into his office. Her dad, I think, told her to do this. She just walked right into Torts' office and said, Hi, I'm Erin Andrews. I'm the new reporter here. I don't know shit about hockey, so please bear with me. and I'll try to learn as fast as I can. And he just said, sit down right now. So he talked to her. She sat with him on the bus, pretty much every bus trip they had. And he just taught her the game. And, he was great with her.
Yeah, that must have been really tough for him to do that. Real tough. Real tough. I got to hang out with you all day. Oh, no.
Because the word is what? He made her he made her sit by him on the bus,
no,
too, right?
I need to sit by me. We need to go through the breakout.
I don't want you in the back.
Can I ask you something, though? Let me ask you something. And I'm dead serious on this. Like, is it tough sometimes, though? She's making great money. She's extremely popular. She's around NFL dudes all the time. Do you ever get jealous of her? Like, do you ever like, oh, are you going to call me tonight? Are you ever like feeling like you're following her around too much?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't feel like that at all. She's one of the guys. Like
I would.
I don't feel threatened or anything like that. I've been to a couple games with her. Actually, the whole crew on Fox, they take great care of her. They make sure she's never by herself, and she always feels safe. And Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, they're awesome for her. They treat her really well. And no, I'm never worried about anything.
Well, you're a lot cooler than I am too. Let me put that in perspective.
and she's super professional. She's very professional too, right? I mean, that's really like a non-issue. But do you guys watch
football
sports?
Starts tonight.
I know, right, baby.
Is she's not doing the game tonight though, is she?
No, she leaves tomorrow morning. She's got the great game, Bucks at Saints.
Oh,
so,
wow. T. Brady.
Are you a big football fan or no?
I am. Yeah, I am now. Obviously, I used
not
to
the CFL. I'm talking about the NFL.
We don't care about the stupid ass CFL. Jeez Louise.
No, I obviously was playing in Edmonton and growing up back home. Yeah, I was a big Rider fan, but no, I love the NFL. I love watching every week. I'm a Tom Brady fan, and he's out in Montana where we're at, so we kind of get to hang out a lot in the summers. And I'm a TV fan, so I'm now a Bucks fan.
So Tom could have chose the Idaho group, but T. Brady chose the Montana group. Yeah. So that's what it is. See, they're talking a big game over there. I think this is the big dog down in Montana, man. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Like, it is, Tom Brady, the football season coming around. It is funny, though. You mentioned the CFL. There's still two names that were the same for the longest years, right? Like, there wasn't the Eskimos.
Anthony Calvillo.
What was it again?
Anthony Calvillo. He was a quarterback in Montreal. He seemed like he played till he was like 80. And is that what you mean? Two guys that were in the league forever?
No, I mean the two names of the CFL
the Eskimos. They changed the name.
They had 8 teams, and the 2 teams were named the same.
Oh my God!
You didn't know?
Oh, 2 teams were named the same.
2 names are like the Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders.
Help me with this, Jarett. Come on.
Ottawa Rough Riders.
Yeah, and they also had the Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Yeah, I know. Like there's like 2 out of 7. I get you. That's hilarious.
Oh my God! Hey, you were saying to me the other day, like you guys skate. Like who do you skate with? You still get on the ice and play a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I skate like the young prospects, and then right now there's some veteran players in town, and then there's a couple, 3 or 4 prospects that are in town. So I'm on the ice right now. They're only skating twice a week. Maybe next week or the week they'll go 3 times, but I put them through drills, and we do like, little skill stuff, little pep things. And, they only want to skate like twice a week for an hour. So yeah, it's good to get on the ice. And during the season, like I said, our minor league team is right here. So I'm probably on the ice when they're in town, maybe 4 days a week.
Wow. Yeah. You want to coach?
I don't think so. This development gig is so good, and coaching, you know how it is, Cam. It's like they're at the rink like all day.
No, I don't.
All day.
People ask me to coach all the time, and I will help out, but I'm not traveling. Yeah. I don't want to travel. I got a lot going on. I don't know.
Hey, the best thing is I asked Stoll when I called you to ask you to do the podcast. I said, "Do you even know who Cam is?" And he said, "No, I've never met him, but I think I remember him from warm-ups."
What the fuck does that mean?
What was Cam doing in warm-ups?
I don't know. I always just see you in warm-ups, and you're working so hard. And you're just I think that's because you knew you'd only play like 3 minutes that night.
I know.
God.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all good. No, I get it.
That's
probably staring you down like, who's he wheeling tonight?
That's why I was wondering if you knew he was actually on the Devils in 2012.
Oh, Don't answer that.
You guys were unreal, by the way. Before I got to move on from that, but you never lost. You were the 8th seed.
Oh,
like,
God,
why were you
good.
the 8th seed? And then I think you guys had lost, 2 games in the playoffs entering the final, maybe 3 games in the playoffs entering the final, and you won in 5 games or whatever it was, 6 games maybe against the Devils.
6 games, yeah.
So,
I think it was
what happened there?
Two games. Yeah, we were 15-2, I think, and then you guys beat us twice in a row, and then so maybe we finished 16-4. But we just, I don't know, like with 10 or 12 games left, I think we might have been 9th, and then. Tim Lewicki, he's now with Seattle, actually. He was our president, and he came in the room and just kind of lost it on us. And we had 10 games to go. We might have had to have went like 8-2 or something like that, or I'm not sure exactly how many games we had left. But we just got hot, and then we rolled in, and we had to play Vancouver, and they won the President's Trophy that year. And then
who got the game winner in overtime to clinch that series?
Let me check my notes.
Hey, Dwight King still upset you didn't move the puck to him, by the way. He was open back door.
Dwight.
Oh, wide open back door. It's like Lemieux in the 87 Canada Cup.
Yeah.
Who was back door? He was shooting it all the way.
Isn't Dwight? Wait.
That's DJ's brother.
No, I know, but what's DJ's name then?
Yeah.
Dwayne.
Oh, it's Dwayne. You're right.
I thought Dwight.
Is it?
It's Dwayne. Those two. Oh my God, Kinger is the funniest guy. One of the most underrated tough guys ever. DJ King.
He is so big. Oh, yeah, DJ. Yeah, you played with him in St. Louis?
Yes. Tougher than
shit.
shit.
No, a couple good Saskatchewan boys, too. But, we just got hot. And Jonathan Quick was lights out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then,
Blocking
everybody kind of just contributed. And Brownie and Kopi, they played awesome. And our best players, like Dewey, he played great. So, we just kind of got rolling.
Andy Strickland and Cam Jansen here for you for GadgetBuyback.com. Yeah. Gadget Lab, they got a store here locally if you're in St. Louis, 5541 Telegraph Road. Here's the deal. You got an old phone, maybe a cracked tablet. Maybe it's perfect, but it's a little bit older. Turn it in right now. www.gadgetbuyback.com. Upgrade your devices, phones, computers, watches.
Anything.
Doesn't have to be Apple either.
No.
Get those tablets turned in. Again, www.gadgetbuyback.com, 877-772-8880. Now back to the interview.
Yeah. You guys won the first 2 overtime games in Jersey. I remember that, though.
Yeah.
You guys,
it was a close series,
devastating.
That
was tough. I remember Covey. Go ahead.
No, it was kind of a weird, it's tough to play a team when you've only played them once or twice that year. And I remember the first 2 games, they were boring. There was not much going on, right? It was
terrible.
I think they were both maybe 2-1 or something like that. I thought it was kind of bad hockey, to be honest.
Terrible.
As the series went on, it got better. But
you guys blocked every shot, though. It was like you guys blocked so many. Remember, you brought the demon up, fucking Greener and fucking.
Oh yeah.
They were blocking. Covey would go down. He had a bad back. I remember Covey going down, and he was getting so frustrated. Every fucking shot was blocked, and it'd go down the other way, 100 miles an hour every time.
I still remember it was game 3 or 4. It was here at Staples Center. I remember, and you guys had a 5-on-3, and I think it was me, Scuderi, and Greener, and Covey was on his one-timer side, and Greener took about 3 one-timers in 20 seconds. Just bombs. And we killed that off, and I'm sure Covey was losing it.
Losing his
you
fucking
said
mind.
The president came down and gave it to you guys. That's kind of unusual to hear about the president do that.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it wasn't the GM Dean Lombardi. It was just came down from the top. Yeah.
Were you there when Dustin Brown lost the C and they gave it to Kopitar? How did that go down? Did that surprise everybody, or were you expecting that?
I just left. Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a shock. It was Kopi was he was the man, right? He was the guy, and everybody knew he would be for a long time here. I don't know if many thought that Brownie would still be here. Maybe he would have moved on. Back then at that time, maybe that thinking was like that. But I think it was hard on Brownie. I think he took it hard, and I think a lot of people would take it hard, right? You win 2 Stanley Cups as a captain, and then you kind of get it taken away from you. I think it was a tough little stretch for Brownie, but he took it really, really well at the end of the day, and was a was a really good pro about it, and obviously still contributing, still playing well here. So.
Yeah, he is.
He hits guys too.
Oh, he does hit. Yeah. He does hit. Why didn't it work out for you in New York? You just couldn't adjust there? What was the story there?
Yeah, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't play very well. I just I was kind of playing wing and center, and I think it was me and Dominic Moore. I think we were kind of switching back and forth, and I didn't make the adjustment very well to playing the wing some games, and I'll be honest, I just didn't play very well.
Listen, everybody has their own personal issues and whatever, and I don't need to dive into it, but you always had a reputation of being a team player, and from what I understand, you took one for the team even with the situation in Vegas. But how hard was that for you, and how did you move past that, like just in terms of moving on and moving forward in your career and in your life? Because it went away rather quickly, but you're in LA, man. I'm sure it was brought up all the time.
Yeah, it was brought up here and there, but I just obviously the worst mistake of my life and something I definitely regret, and it was tough. I had great people around me though to kind of just try to stay positive, and I was a UFA at the time, so that was tough as well, not knowing where I would play or who could trust me and that kind of thing. But I knew the type of person I was, and everybody else around me knew the type of person I was, so I just kind of hung my hat on that and then just kept going. And it was great that New York took a chance on me, and I still got to play. But yeah, that was definitely something that I want to forget for sure.
Dude, if that's the worst decision you've ever made, you're doing pretty fucking good, man. Like, let me just throw that at you right now. Like, you're in fucking Vegas. Like, whatever. Like, just whatever. Okay. Yeah. That could happen to millions. Trust me. You know what I'm talking about. So you're doing pretty good for yourself, big boy.
Yeah, and you are. Listen, thanks, and that is the reputation with you. Like, just
everybody loves you.
Oh, being a team guy, and I think that's kind of what took place there. But what's the next step for you, man? Are you just kind of like hanging out right now? Like, what's keeping you busy, just in general? Do you guys get time to get away, or is Montana your escape?
Yeah, that was our play. That was our vacation, I guess. We were there for 2.5 months. So we kind of, at the start, we stuck it out here in LA, and then just watching the news, and it was just the same night after night after night, just the same shit. And we were just like, we got to get out of here. Like, obviously football wasn't going, hockey wasn't going. And so we took our dog, Howie came with us, and we drove.
Howie.
It was about 15 hours to our place. And yeah, 2.5 months was awesome. And right now, just getting back, it was the first couple of days. It was like, oh man, there's too many cars out here. There's too many people around. But football's back, and Erin's working, and I'm going in, and yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. I'm golfing whenever I can, and then heading into the rink 3 or 4 days a week, and working out with some of those guys. So it's
tough life,
a little
man.
bit back here, a little bit back at it. But
how's the COVID out there? That whole situation has it loosened up a little bit, or are you guys pretty restricted?
No, it's strict.
There's no. You can only eat outside. Nobody's doing dining inside right now. I think like kind of barbershops and salons and stuff like that. I think just opened. But no, everybody
for Nancy
Pelosi.
For Nancy Pelosi,
yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, just that's great. Love it.
That's what Cam's here for.
I'm just saying.
Who'd you golf with today? Anybody important or no?
Yeah, some of the guys from on the management side, Nelson Emerson, Glenn Murray, and our equipment manager, Darren Granger. So,
wow,
good to take equipment manager out there.
Cliff, oh yeah, he's the best.
Nelson Emerson.
You
know how good that guy was back in the day? Even in a Blues uniform, he was sick.
Yeah, college for Bowling Green. He, if you look up his numbers when he played in college, he's unbelievable.
Glenn Murray, what's Glenn Murray doing out there?
Is he
working with the organization?
Yeah, he's the director of player development, so he's kind of my boss. And then Nelly is the director of player personnel / assistant GM with Blakey. So yeah, they're crushing it. It's the three of them. They surf almost every morning, and then they head into the rink. It's pretty funny.
Dude, so if Glenn Murray's your boss, he's a hockey guy. Yeah. Respect each other. Like, does he ever sit you down and say, you kind of fucked up on this? Like, how do you fuck up on your job? Sorry, I'd like to know people's depression.
That's a good question. I know he hasn't yet. Hopefully he won't. But
after his interview, he will.
Maybe if I golf too much when the season comes back, that'd probably be something that he.
But what do you do to mess up though? Like, what do you do to mess up your gig though? Like, he's already doing this, like pumping guys' tires up and telling them what to do. Like, how do you fuck up?
Well, he did. He uses his experience.
What I'm saying is a good job. It's like being an ambassador, like Wendell Clark and everybody else. When we ask people, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I'm an ambassador. I'm like, oh, you got the good gig. You got the good gig.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds so good. So sophisticated, and you can't really fuck it up.
No. Hey, before we let you go, like, you still keep in touch with like Mike Richards? Like, what's he up to? Like, and Jeff Carter and the boys? I mean, like, you guys all still keep in touch?
Yeah, like Rick, I don't really. Mike Richards, I haven't talked to in a little bit, but I know exactly where he is. He's probably on his boat right now, fishing. He lives on the lake, or Lake of the Woods, out in Kenora, Ontario. So he loves fishing. He just he loves it out there. Just kind of, I think he's actually engaged maybe now. But he's out there. Jeff Carter, he's just down the street as well. He lives a couple blocks away. And we hang out. We go down to the beach, and he's got 2 kids and. Robin Regier, Willie Mitchell, I still talk to them every once in a while. Rob Scuderi, actually, he's a beauty. I don't know if you've ever played with Scuds.
Yeah, his brother lived here for a while. I used to hang out with his brother every once in a while. Like, he just lived in St. Louis, and he was good buddies with a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hit him from behind one time, behind the net. Ask him about
that. I'm sure you did.
Hey, can you guys? Sorry. Can you guys go out? Like, does your wife get hounded a lot when you're out? Like, I mean, are people coming up to her left and right, or do they respect your guys' space? Even in LA?
No, people are good. People are really good. Yeah, especially down here at the beach. Nobody bothers us. They let us do our thing. No, it's very, very good.
Andy, that way. They make fires on the beach and they hang out as a group. They don't. No one. They know everybody. No one fucks with them there, man. Like, get out of here. They're in their own little sacred zone.
Cam loves it.
I'm hanging out with you.
Listen, Cam wants people to come up and say hello. He just waits for it. He just hangs out.
Attention. I crave attention. I'm a psycho.
Are you the guy that keeps a Sharpie in your pocket?
Yes. Me and Bobby Plager.
Yeah, he's got his own cards in his pocket and everything.
Oh, man. Dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah. We just love shooting a shit like that. And, it's just everybody's got an interesting story, man. You were great, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you had a great career. You should have gone in the first round, too. And Calgary fucked it up, man. They should have signed you.
They fucked it up.
You're right. Yeah. They did.
They fucked up a bunch of shit.
Hey, but you had a great career, though, man. And people who know you rave about you. Dude. So
everybody likes you, man.
Thanks, guys. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Good luck in player development.
Yeah, I'll be out there soon.
Appreciate it.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Take care.
See you guys. Take care.
Later, dude.
Bye. That was Jarret Stoll, man. And, dude, I knew that the Kings play. I knew they all hung out together. They all meet up in a back alleyway, have some beers, and walk to the beer. Yeah, after games, man.
Fucking awesome.
Do you remember Matt Green playing against him?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big redhead. Yeah, I tried to fight him a couple times.
Did you?
Huh?
Were you scared?
Get out of here.
He used to crush people. I used to watch.
He wasn't a good fighter, though. So
no, but I mean, he was like big physical force.
Big redhead.
Who could play, and defend and whatever. He's a big part of their teams.
Yeah, block shots.
But I remember during the lockout in 2004, just like watching North Dakota, and this guy was just absolutely destroying everybody. Like, who is this guy?
It's college. Whatever.
But I know, but then that's when you first learn of who he is, and then
I know how it works.
Track him through his NHL career. So we thank Jarret Stoll for hanging out with us here on the Cam and Strick Podcast. Good stuff from him.
Yeah, he was great.
And wish him the best now that he's working for the Kings, man. Player development.
Who cares if he's working? Just kick your fucking feet up. Let your wife work. Just do
God.
whatever and hang out with the boys. I don't know if she's gonna like that too much, but yeah, no, he's just a super guy, man. He made a lot of money. He did his shit.
Yeah.
Fucking successful. Yeah. Handsome.
It's interesting
Party.
if you're successful in LA. What kind of opportunities come out?
Yeah, it's weird
from that.
Yeah. No doubt. And in Vegas and shit, like there's certain markets that just shit pops up,
Where
and
all
even
of a
St.
sudden,
Louis at times too, man. Like there's like.
But see, here's the deal though. Vegas, like the Golden Knights, who I'm not like crazy about that franchise right now. I really was. And I still like them, but I don't know, something about them just kind of they've had so much success in such a short period of time. But they were the big fish there. Even though it's Vegas, and so you have all the entertainers and stuff like that. But in terms of professional sports, they had never had a professional sports team. Well, now they have the NFL there now, too.
Oh, fucking A.
So that's some serious competition.
There's
and you
a lot
got
of people
star power there in the NFL. And so, Vegas is going to have to maintain, man. Make sure you stay relevant.
No
keep winning.
Thank you.
Because you got the NFL now
exciting.
in the house as well. Be exciting. Yeah.
And you're not going to win every time, Andy.
No.
But you better be fucking exciting and know how to draw on the fans.
Yeah.
That's why Florida and Arizona, that's what I get pissed at them about. Like, figure it out.
Yeah.
Find a way. I don't know how. Well, fuck, you're fucking everybody over. Escrow and shit. You got 7,000 people there. Fuck you. Figure it out.
Like, players want to play. They want to live there.
Fuck, you know what? You want to get big-time stars there?
Yeah.
There's 7,000 people? Fuck you. It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. Tax-free, too.
Tax-free, and you can't... Get people to go to your games. What are you doing differently? Have them fucking look like bowling balls and act like, whatever. Just like this Carolina does. Jesus, do something.
All right, the Cam and Strick Podcast brought to you by CarShield. CarShield.com. Mention the promo code CAM. You'll save 10%. 800-857-2481. Check out CarShield.com today. GadgetBuyback.com. You got a cracked phone. You need to get that repaired. Go ahead and send it in. Business owner. Upgrade your stuff. They'll buy your old phones from you. Upgrade yourself with new ones and new tablets to make sure your business is running as efficient as possible. 877-772-8880 for Gadget Lab. Bud Light Seltzer. Baby. 4 original flavors: strawberry, black cherry, lemon, lime, and
mango.
Mango, baby. They got the variety packs now. Different flavors like grapefruit, cranberry, pineapple.
Mango.
Bunch of good flavors for Bud Light Seltzer. Check out BudLight.com. They'll deliver it to your door. Bud Light Seltzer, less than a gram of sugar, 100 calories, 5% alcohol. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
good.
I'll get you going.
Yeah, 5% alcohol. Bud Light Seltzer, unquestionably good. HockeyTraining.com. I went bar down yesterday. I toe dragged somebody at the blue line, cut to the middle, and I think it was Alex Brooks.
You're slower than fuck.
I played some NHL games, and I think
you did dangle one guy. I like to chirp you, but sometimes I got to give you a little bit of credit. You dangled one guy, but God, are you slow.
Well, it's from HockeyTraining.com.
Speed.
Well, I got the speed kit coming.
Let's go.
You can get the speed kit, too. If you're a men's league player, I was telling people on the bench yesterday, because I didn't play on the Blues alumni team, so I was playing with...
Yeah, because I didn't let you.
No, well, you had too many guys.
Because I didn't let you.
No, you had too many guys. And that's what it was.
Jesus Christ.
So, and that was fine. I like playing over there, kind of mixing it up. Talking to all the
5 in a row.
And I'm telling them they all need HockeyTraining.com.
They do need hockey.
They do.
Fucking some of these guys.
Yes.
And they all listen to podcasts too. All y'all. You know who I'm talking about. You know when you walk in and I'm like, oh yay, you're here. Or sometimes I'm like, oh fucking right, you're here. You know why? Because you're on the other team. And I know you're slow. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna dangle this cat and chirp.
Yeah.
So it gets me excited.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like if he's on your team, you're like,
get the speed kit, do what I'm doing, and become a VIP member as well. But work on the hands, check out the videos, become better. If you're a men's league player, don't just be content with showing up.
It's happiness. If you're a better hockey player, you score a goal, and the guys like you, and you're like, fucking right. Like yesterday, even when I'm on the other team and you dangled, I go, I got up, I fucking hit the boards like, God, Randy. Then everybody on my team who chirps you is forced to get up and fucking celebrate. Like, I like that. Like, don't you want that? And it makes you feel good. And you're used to that kind of shit, but some of these guys, man, like, if you work out just a little bit, you keep up, it makes the skates that much better, and it makes your life that much better in your day and everything. You know?
Kevin and Dan putting together some sick videos.
Awesome videos.
They want to make you better, so check out HockeyTrainer.com. Love the support we get from HockeyTrainer.com here on the Cam and Strick Podcast. Of course, VictorHockey.com. Check out their hats, their T-shirts. I just thought of an idea. Their hats and T-shirts are so nice. I may have them make ours.
I know. We got to get it going, dude.
We have to do that.
We got to get it going. We got a lot of stuff coming up here,
guys. Put a
guys.
Victor Hockey logo on there. I mean, I don't care. We might have to collaborate with Victor Hockey.
They're great stuff, and people come up to me and say, what is that logo? It's cool. I'm like, fuck, Victor. You know.
Pine tree into a hockey stick?
It's sick,
it's so Colorado, dude.
And so listen, guys, again, if you're wearing this, if you're doing hockey training, you're drinking Bud Light Seltzer, whatever the fuck you're doing, your happiness place, you're using one of our sponsors, take a picture.
Yes.
Tag us on Facebook, tag us on Twitter, tag us on Instagram. We're everywhere. We'll reach back out. That just helps, guys. Mm-hmm. It does. And you know what? I like to see it. I like to see you guys chilling. I like to see you working out and all that stuff. It puts me in a good mood, and it helps out the sponsors and all of us too. So I appreciate it, guys.
Send us the pictures.
Yeah.
VictorHockey.com @VictorHockeyUSA. That's the Instagram and that's the Twitter account. So check that out. In the checkout, use the promo code Cam and Strick. Cam and Strick. A&D. Not the other thing. People are tweeting at us telling us what it is.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
What it is.
It's A&D. God damn it.
Amsterdam, is that what it's called?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
VictorHockey.com, 20% off when you use the promo code Cam and Strick when you go to VictorHockey.com. Of course, Cope24.com, our girl Renee.
Up, baby.
We just had the photo shoot. We got the magazine coming out, Ladue News, October 9th. October 9th, Cam's in his burnt orange Texas Longhorn shirt. That's what he wore to the cover shoot?
Although Ledoux Mills are probably going to be like, oh, Cam's put weight on and he looks goofy. Fuck.
What was wrong with your Lululemon pants?
They were tightest. My ball sack was hanging out. Fuck.
No, but man, great organization that helps out
oh my God.
kids and families, not just here in St. Louis, but throughout the country. And we love to be associated with them.
And Renee's the sweetest girl in the world.
Absolutely.
And every time I talk to her, I'm like, I feel good about myself right now. Like, I like that. When you talk to somebody and she like makes you feel
Some
good.
people are like that. She has that gift.
Some people are the opposite of that, and I don't hang out with them.
Oh
They're
my God,
out of
they
my
make you
circle.
feel worse?
They're out of my circle.
You know,
I want you to
people
pump
like
me
that.
up.
Yes.
I want you to pump me up. I do it to everybody else except for you, Andy. Well, at times it's like 50-50 with you. But I like when I talk to somebody and I feel good afterwards. I'm like, I want you around my circle.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
and she's one of them.
I'm with you. Cope24, cope24.com. Check them out and see what they're all about. All right, this has been episode number 75 of the Cam and Strick Podcast. We've got videos coming out. Check out our Instagram, our Twitter, at Cam and Strick Pod. Lots of great content coming your way. Website coming your way as well. We'll tell you about that as we move forward here on the Cam and Strick Podcast.